In this video, we'll create a bar chart and a pie graph using the Youth Cohort Study of England and Wales 2004-2007 Cohort 12 dataset. This dataset is available for free download from the UK Data Service website. We are using the Youth Cohort Study of England and Wales to explore what influences a student's enrollment in full-time education after secondary school. We would like to use the variable S2Q10 to help us understand what impacts full-time enrollment in educational programs. One way of better understanding S2Q10 is to use a graph to illustrate the data within the variable. Some graphs, like histograms, box plots, and stem and leaf plots, require that the variables used are continuous. This is because these three types of graphs display the variance of the data around the mean, or average. In a categorical variable, like relationship status, for example, there is no mean available, because it isn't possible to calculate a mean relationship status. Therefore, when looking for graphs to use to illustrate the information in a categorical variable like S2Q10, we have to look at other options. A standard choice for displaying the data contained in a categorical variable, or in several categorical variables, is a bar chart. SPSS can create this graph for you. Just select Graphs, Legacy Dialogues, and then Bar. When the bar charts dialog box opens up, choose Simple, as we are only looking at one variable at the moment. If you wanted to compare two or more variables in a bar chart, you could select Clustered or Stacked in order to see the values of all the variables in the same graph. In our case, we'll just simply click Define. You can see at the top of the Define Simple Bar dialog box that you are able to choose what the bars of the graph represent. For example, you can build a bar chart illustrating the number of cases in each category or the percentage of cases each category represents. For our purposes now, we'll select Number of Cases. This will build a bar chart representing the number of cases in each category of our variable. Next, we'll find S2Q10 in the variable list on the left. Right-click on the variable list, select Display Variable Names, and type in our variable name. Next, using the blue arrow, move our variable to the category axis text bar. Now click OK. This should build our bar chart for us. In your output window, you should see a completed bar chart. It's clear from this bar chart that there are far more students who are enrolled in a full-time education course than there are students who are not. Also, notice that because we chose to build this graph using the total number of cases in each category, the y-axis of this chart is the count of cases. If we had selected the percentage of cases, the y-axis would be percentage tallies. Another way to illustrate the categorical data in our variable S2Q10 is to build a pie graph. First, select Graphs, Legacy Dialogues, and Pie. Here, you want to click Summaries for Groups of Cases. This will tell SPSS to display the data by the categories of the variables. Click Define. In the dialog box that comes up, again we need to find our variable and move it to the Define Slices By text bar. Next, we'll click OK, and SPSS should build this pie graph for us. Once again, it's clear that the number of students who are enrolled in full-time education is much greater than the number of students who are not. You can use these types of graphs to illustrate the data in categorical variables. These graphs make your information in the variables clear and easy to interpret.